Hidden Light of Ancestral Wisdom, Episode 3, The Crisis of Identity. Esoteric Christian Reflection from the Blind Oracle of Cosmic Christ Fellowship. When the soul wears a borrowed garment, the disguise of modernity. There is a silence growing in the land. It is the silence of forgotten drums, of unspoken names, of unworn garments. Many walk the earth wearing borrowed robes, speaking borrowed tongues, eating borrowed meals, and living borrowed lives. They call it civilization, they call it progress, but the soul knows it is exile. To abandon ancestral wisdom is to wear a mask. It is to live without roots. It is to forget the sacred codes of your lineage, your clan, your tribe. The customs of your bloodline are not outdated, they are divine fingerprints. They are the marks of your uniqueness. The Lord said through Moses, "Do not follow the crowd in doing wrong," Exodus 23:2. Yet many follow the crowd into foreign lands of thought, dress, and desire. They forsake the sacred for the popular. They trade authenticity for imitation. The erosion of cultural pride. When ancestral wisdom is rejected, cultural pride fades. The youth no longer speak the language of their elders. They no longer wear the cloth woven by their ancestors. They no longer eat the food grown in their soil. They no longer walk in the rhythm of their own people. The prophet Jeremiah cried, "My people have exchanged their glorious God for worthless idols." Jeremiah 2:11. This is not just about religion. It is about identity. It is about trading the sacred for the synthetic. Isaiah warned, "You have abandoned your people, the house of Jacob. They are full of superstitions from the east. They practice divination like the Philistines and embrace pagan customs." Isaiah 2:6. This is the danger of cultural abandonment. It leads to confusion. It leads to imitation. It leads to loss. The curse of foreign appetite. The appetite for foreign things is not just a personal choice. It is a spiritual condition. It is a hunger that grows when the soul is disconnected from its roots. It affects every part of life: food, fashion, language, belief, economy. The book of Proverbs says, "The eyes of man are never satisfied," Proverbs 27:20. When the soul is not fed by ancestral truth, it seeks endlessly. It consumes without fulfillment. It desires without peace. The people of Israel once cried for the food of Egypt, forgetting the manna of heaven, Numbers 11:4-6. They longed for foreign taste while rejecting divine provision. This is the same spirit that makes people prefer imported goods over local blessings. The collapse of local prosperity. When ancestral wisdom is neglected, local businesses suffer. The land is rich, but the people look elsewhere. The crafts of the elders are beautiful, but the youth wear foreign garments. The songs of the soil are sacred, but the people dance to foreign rhythms. The Lord said, "You will plant much but harvest little because you have turned away from me," Haggai 1:6-9. This is not just about farming, it is about economy. It is about the curse of disconnection. When the people forget their source, their harvest dries up. Deuteronomy declares, "The Lord will make you the head, not the tail, if you pay attention to the commands of the Lord your God." Deuteronomy 28:13. But when the commands are ignored, when the traditions are abandoned, the people become the tail. They follow instead of lead. They consume instead of create. The call to authenticity. To honor ancestral wisdom is to return to authenticity. It is to wear your own garment. It is to speak your own language. It is to eat your own food. It is to walk in your own rhythm. Paul said, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Romans 12:2. The renewal begins with remembrance. It begins with returning to the sacred codes of your people. Deuteronomy sings, "Remember the days of old, consider the generations long past. Ask your father and he will tell you, your elders and they will explain to you." Deuteronomy 32:7. This is the way of restoration. This is the way of pride. This is the way of truth. The final revelation. To live a borrowed life is to live in exile. To reject your culture is to reject your soul. The Spirit does not dwell in imitation. He dwells in truth. He dwells in the sacred customs of the land. He dwells in the wisdom of the elders. Let the youth return, let the garments be worn, let the language be spoken, let the food be eaten, let the pride be restored, let the economy be healed. The Spirit moves through authenticity. The Lord speaks through tradition. The truth is not foreign, it is native. It is waiting to be remembered.